At any given moment, we are participating in the co creation of our reality. But what are we creating? When we might be in resistance to changing our lives, or if we're living in fear, perhaps anger might be the ruling emotion of our lives, depending on what we're going through, this can allow our minds to run away with us. And then we are co creating with the universe to bring us more chaos rather than get rid of the chaos that we don't want to have. Now, this is not a conscious process until we become aware of it. And we need to become aware of how we think, what we feel about what we think, and that we may no longer want to behave a certain way or to believe certain things, and to understand how our internal belief systems are creating the reality around us. When we become aware of those things, then we can truly create change in our lives. Now, the quality of our thoughts matter. The quality of the outcome of a situation depends on the quality of the energy we put into it. You hear a lot of talk about manifestation, and sometimes you can manifest something very, very quickly, but then it might seem to fall apart. I hear people talking about that all the time, that what they brought into their lives seems to just leave, and that can be a very frustrating experience. But we have to look at what was the energy that we put into it. For example, if you're wanting a new job, you're really desperate to get out of your job and you're putting that desperate, fearful energy into searching for something new. It doesn't mean that you don't want something new, but it's the quality of the energy that's going into it. And then you might get a new job, but maybe that new job isn't exactly what you thought it was going to be. And maybe you're still going to be looking for something different. And this goes for anything in our lives, like relationships, friendships, manifesting dream jobs or other situations that we want, or any other decisions that we make in our lives. We are energy receivers and broadcasters, but often we don't know what we are broadcasting out, and then we're confused about what we're receiving back. Every thought that we have is being sent out into the universe, and the quality of that thought determines the quality of the energy that you receive back from the universe in what you want to create. The quality of our thoughts determines the quality of the outcome of our actions. And this is why it's really important to learn how to still the mind, to understand that our mind can be continually going on and on and on with thoughts. And we need to learn how to stop those thoughts and examine where those thoughts came from. Were they projected at us from someone else, or have we adopted beliefs from other people and then we're projecting them onto ourselves? We have to understand what we're doing and when. All things in creation were created with conscious thought. However, thought from source is pure. It contains the life stream of consciousness. By the time this life stream reaches us, it can be contaminated with all of the thoughts and stories that are in our auric field, our physical body, our etheric body, our mental and emotional body. And therefore, it's difficult for us to create with such purity until we clear out these energy bodies. There are many different ways that you can do that. And one of the ways is to be able to get out of our heads and clear our mental spaces in order to be able to feel what kind of energy we are actually creating our life with. And this isn't to blame yourself for anything that's happened to you. It's not to blame yourself for having feelings that you don't want to have. Everything is energy and it's all interconnected. We just need to understand what that energy is and release what doesn't serve us, and then be able to adopt new ideas for ourselves, a new way of being for ourselves, and let our body and our nervous system recalibrate to that new frequency and vibration. It can take time and practice to be able to do this well and to do it in a way that actually feels good for us. And sometimes our healing and needing to survive, like have a job and continue to work and raise our families, can be very challenging at times. But it's also very rewarding when we can see and feel the physical changes in our bodies from being able to clear our heads and our mental spaces and to understand what we're creating in our life and why.